Live. Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Let me pull up the tablet here so I can read comments a little easier. Hopefully, everyone has had a great week. Been looking at some of your guys' photos that you sent me from the great eclipse over the last week. I gotta say, they look pretty awesome. Give me just a second here. Make sure everything's working. Okay. Looks like we are good, I think. Hopefully. There we go. There it is. Oh, you think there'd be an easier way to read all the comments, especially from the thingy here. Okay, hello. Adeline, hello. Deborah, Cheryl, Miss Perfect, Patrick King, Julie, G. Antonio. Hello, Julie, from northern Michigan up there, huh? Bet there's some good fishing up there. Hey, Doris, from Holland, Michigan. We do have a lot of viewers from Michigan. Hey, Charlie. Yes, Deborah, live chat. You made it. Oh. Well, 1 second here. I think I messed up the comments here. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Roberta. Bonnie. Carolyn. Everybody chiming in. Hey, Tyler. All right, yeah. They haven't been doing many live shows lately. And they will be sporadic. It's not going to be like every Friday again. Maybe someday. But just things are kind of hectic right now. A lot of news and stuff going on that we have to cover. But I figured instead of doing a coffee rant, we do a live coffee rant tonight. Here we got Frank with some Dunkin' coffee. And it is delicious. Absolutely delicious. Okay, I'm going to have to try to pull this up here. For some reason, every time I am doing a live show and I fire up my laptop, it just completely cuts the Wi-Fi for some reason. So, still having issues with that. Okay, here we go. I think we're good now. Ooh, a lot of people on here. All right. Thank you all for joining. Again, it's been if you're just now joining, thank you all who have sent the photos for the eclipse. Some people got some really good ones. We had one of our longtime viewers that sent a couple from NASA that sent a couple to me from one of our longtime viewers. She took them and then sent them to me. Absolutely gorgeous. There's Jess. Hey, Castle. How are you, buddy? Jima from Texas. Ooh, Arizona, 90 degrees today. Wow, I'll tell you what, I would almost take 90 degrees because it is like, I don't even know what it is. The temperature's been going down all day. I think it got up to 50 and now I think it's like at 38. We just had a crazy storm roll through here. So I had to check the internet, make sure it didn't go out. But I have the camera set up here where it's not on Wi-Fi. It's running through my data. So even if the Wi-Fi screws up, I'll still be able to stay live. So, knock on wood. Hey, Victoria. Victoria from Iowa. Mary from Arizona. Yeah, it's pretty warm out there. 90 degrees. Not as hot as it's going to be, though. I know Arizona gets really hot. At least you guys have, like, dry heat, right? Isn't Arizona, like, all dry heat? Not like Florida where it can be 80 in Florida and you can peel the sweat off your skin from all the humidity. Hello, Lisa from Maryland. Hello, Karen. Hello, PN112. Yeah, I would love 90 degrees right now, too. Karen from British Columbia. Hey, Archie. How are you? Hey, Roxanne. Hey, Patty. Ann Bowery. Hello. Hello, Rita. Yeah, the wind got crazy. Yeah, it was a cold wind that came through here, too. It was kind of freaky because it was like you could literally feel the temperature drop like instantly. I mean, and it's staying there. It's pretty chilly. Now, we're supposed to get into the low 80s here come next week, so I will be back in my sleeveless shirts. Bonsai, hello from Florida there. Good evening, homegrown. Hello, Tanette. L. Manning, hello. Dayton, hello, neighbor there. I need to get up to Dayton. A lot of my dad's side of the family's from Dayton. A lot of them are from like the West Carrollton area. Hello, Audrey. Hey, Kelly. Gima says, y'all stay safe in all that crazy weather. 75 here in Texas. Wow. 75 sounds great. Yeah, excuse me. It got pretty crazy here for like 20 minutes. We were listening to just the wind and it hailed. There was hail for a couple minutes. And off to the west here, it was like the trees were going crazy and the thunder was like rolling. And I flipped on the news just to see if we had like a tornado watch or something. Getting ready to dive down to the basement. Hey, Charlene. Tanette says cold wind and rain today in north central Kentucky. Yeah, it's been raining here for like the last 3 days. I mean, and it really hasn't let up. It'll let up for like 5 minutes, but the entire sky right now is black. So I'm assuming we're going to have a few more storms coming up here. Kelly from Buffalo, New York. Hello to you. No, I have not heard of that, Audrey. Anita says, hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Anita. Prepper Engineering, D from Louisiana, bought my $4.98 rotisserie chicken from Sam's today. Had to smell it all the way home. I'm lucky if it gets home. I can't believe they're still $5. You know that Sam's Club and Costco both take a hit on that. They're not making any money on those. They do that, I think, as like an advertising ploy to get you to buy a membership, which, and they're both great. They're both delicious. Jessica says, hi, Violet. Hello, Violet. Let's see. Sorry if I missed some of them, guys. We got a lot of people on tonight. I got to keep up in real time just so we can watch over the some of the fools that join every now and then. I do like pecans, John. I do. You know what's funny though? All the 1,000 times that me and Jess have driven to Florida, we always go through Georgia. We've never stopped to get pecans. Maybe we'll have to do that next time. Let's see. Rita says, we've been sunny all day, but the wind ruined it. You know, I know. I feel like there's been no perfect days. When we had it, well, I will say it was really nice for the eclipse. We lucked out on that. We really lucked out on that. Thank you to all your awesome comments on that video, too. We really enjoyed doing that. It was a nice little drive. Jess took control of the camera. She was pretty much in charge of the entire show, and that was fun. Audrey lives in Rye, New York. Tim, hello from Kentucky. Hello. Gary with 2 R's. How you doing, Gary? We had a small tornado touchdown southeast of Maysville an hour ago. Oh my goodness. Well, be careful. Be careful. Keep the weather radio on or the TV or something. Make sure you're paying attention to that. I know there was one that rolled through. I believe it was Kentucky. Wasn't that you, Tanette, who mentioned that last week or something? We had a couple viewers that were saying some tornadoes dropped down last week. Tommy Kramer, hello. I'm only hitting the stores when they have decent deals. Guys, I got something very awesome tomorrow. So I went back to Kroger today because I had looked at some things and I was looking through the ad. I was doing the digital coupons because there's some things we needed. I do show some of the things that we buy today in tomorrow's video, which is kind of fun. I'm kind of enjoying doing some of that. But there are actually a lot of deals at Kroger that I wanted to make sure and get, and a lot of them that people have been asking about on the channel. So I wanted to go back just to cover those. It's probably one of the longest store videos it's like 35 minutes, but there's a lot of stuff going on, and we cover a lot of different things other than food, and a lot of the different like just I don't want to spoil it or anything, but yeah, it's definitely worth if you have Kroger or Kroger owned store. Hopefully, some of the digital coupons are the same. The buy five or more save $1 each deal is going on, and there are a lot of them. There really are. I was thrown off guard a couple days ago when you walk into the store and the first 10, 15 items I see have gone up in price. It's frustrating, but sometimes I have to pull away from. I knew at that point that I was pretty much going to be doing another Kroger video anyway. Plus, I went to one of the older Krogers that we go to, and it was really nice. Some Krogers sell more of certain things than others, and that was pretty neat. Pretty good to see. A lot of the things that people have been asking about. Some of the things some people have been saying they haven't been able to find, I was able to find at Kroger today. So hopefully some of these things are coming back in. Hello, Kevin. Let's see. Yes, it was cooler than I thought for sure there. Walmart had a lot of missing canned meats from Lakeland, Florida. I've been noticing that myself. I haven't really talked about it, but I've been noticing that myself. Mark Duffy, thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for finding the deals from Louisiana. You are very welcome. Very welcome. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and we're glad to help. I've been trying to push things into overdrive lately. Really taking more notes now than I used to. I don't know. I feel like there's so much going on. There's so many different price changes and things, and different kinds of deals. Trying to figure out new ways to make the videos smoother, look more clear, and at the same time, trying to cover as much as I can and not take up too much time. John Glad, what's up, buddy? ... Deals are to be found. Absolutely. Absolutely. Elizabeth Barrett, Danno, what did you do after the eclipse since the traffic was bad? We ate at Cracker Barrel, and it was delicious. We almost filmed it. See, like that's kind of what I do. Like if we're doing like a daily vlog video like that, I'll start adding up the numbers of the clips in my mind, and it got to be pretty long. I was gonna film us eating at Cracker Barrel too, but then the video would have been super long. Which I don't know. I may start doing long videos eventually, but if I do a longer video, it's gonna be really hard to do some of the other things we do. Let's see. I apologize if I missed some of your comments, guys. I'm just kind of gotta go with the flow. I have to stay on this page as we go along. Share at the lake. Hello from Lake of the Ozarks. Yes, mid-Missouri. One of our favorite shows that is over now, I guess, because they killed off everybody. Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert. Not everybody, and you don't know who, so unless you've seen the show. Great show. I loved it. Sandra, hello. I had a coupon from Kroger for 2 free Powerade drinks. Awesome. That's another thing, too, that I tend to forget to mention. And it's all Kroger's around here. And I do believe it is most of the Kroger-owned stores right now. Is if you shop and do your shopping on Friday, you get 4 times fuel points. So that's another reason why I wanted to go today. Stack up them points. Hello, Retretta. Hello to you. Hello, Lisa. Howdy from Texas. Jillian, Central Pennsylvania. Hello. Hello, Tyler, again. Prices on protein are going up. However, if you eat at home and shop sales, you won't do too bad. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's way cheaper to eat at home. I mean, it still is. I know some people can say you can go these places and, if you really do it, if you really work the deals, the sales, the coupons, it's a lot cheaper and healthier, probably. Patrick, how you doing? Danno, you need to do a video on rain checks. If a store is out of their sale items, they need to issue a rain check and honor that price after the sale. And yeah, some people don't do rain checks anymore, though. Some places do. Uh, you just have to check within your store. I'd like to say that all Krogers do, but I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sure a lot of places would, though. Or at least honor it the next time. Maybe they write down a note or something. Thank you, Moonleaf. Thank you very much. John Eubank says, I feel dollar stores shouldn't always be $1. It's okay that it's $5. I I don't know. I don't know. I'm one of them ones that I don't like that Dollar Tree sells $3, $4, $5 items, and it's not because they're more expensive items. I think it's just the confusion continues in Dollar Tree, and it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get as soon as they start mixing products. If they're all staying in their same aisles and everything, that's fine. If you're talking about Dollar Tree here, but when they start mixing things in and turning it into Family Dollar, that's when it's going to get confusing, and you can only hope that they're going to be able to keep up on all the different prices because eventually it's going to go that direction. Not 100%, but we've seen it happen with other places. Let's see. West Virginia having floods and landslides, taking out roads and bridges. We need a break from the rain. Oh man, Sandra. Yeah, I know. It's terrible. I remember like a few months ago, like Gatlinburg flooded like crazy. Like water was everywhere. The Ohio River is set to flood again here shortly. I think it had just reached 48 feet again, which can flood some areas. Complete flood level is 52 feet. So Coney Island will be underwater. Coney Island, Cincinnati. Okay, not Coney Island, New York, obviously. Um, but Coney Island in Cincinnati always goes underwater. I mean, I feel like it's every spring. And a lot of the east end side of Cincinnati will be underwater too. So if you are on the east side along the river, make sure you take caution. I'm surprised anybody lives down by the river anymore in that spot because I can only imagine how much the insurance costs because it's like every year or two, every year. Let's see. Tyler says, would love to see some grilling videos from you and Jess this summer. Yes, that sounds amazing. I would definitely like to do that. I've been wanting to grill all week, but I haven't been able to because it's literally been pouring down rain. I mean, I told somebody yesterday, I was like, it feels like Seattle here. It just won't stop. Let's see. Patrick says it's actually state law that they have to issue rain checks. Oh, okay. Really? What state? Ohio? I didn't know that. I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know. I know some places still do rain checks, but with the way things have been the last few years, really, I mean, I think everywhere should, to be honest. Tanette says sometimes Kroger doesn't give rain checks on 5 times digital coupon products. Exactly, right. Yeah, that's why I'm not really going too much into it because I do know there are some things that they don't do that. Ann says, hi, Jess. I hope you are doing well. Oh, I'm sure she saw it somewhere. Retretta, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really helps with all the gas prices going up and everything. I mean, it really is, guys. It's things are so expensive. We save in ways at the store and, so many different ways that we save money. So it's like gas, I know a lot of people have been saying gas. Oh my goodness. Roberta says gas in Southern California is $5.49 a gallon. Jeez. I know. 3.59 a gallon here. So I mean, it ain't. I don't know. It's reading a couple things today. We'll go over that. I'm gonna try and catch up just a hair here. I'm trying to speed read and. Uh, Hello, Brandon. Hey, Danno. Thanks for the live stream. Always good to see you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Roberta, yeah, the 5.49 a gallon. It's terrible. Lori says Crest is on sale at Kroger for 99 cents, limit 5. It's been a while since it's been that cheap. Yeah, it's been a couple months. They did have that same thing on sale. There were a couple clips I went. I think I covered that at Kroger. Not today, but I think I did a couple days ago. But there were a couple clips there where people were like cussing in the background, and I just took it out because cussing at them high prices. They don't do the senior discount anymore in Kentucky. Really? I think they still do it in Ohio. I'm not sure the day. Maybe Tuesday. I don't know. I know you have to get there pretty early. If they still even do it, I'm not sure. LJ Graham says, in a van down by the river. Oh, rest in peace, Chris Farley. Sheila Danno, hi from West Virginia. I so appreciate you checking prices and stocking. It gives me a heads up. Yes, we have rain here, and I'm in Jackson County, which is on the Ohio River. Well, be careful. Be careful, because it is supposed to be flooding. And I'm not surprised. I mean, it's been raining like crazy. PN112 says New Orleans just had a flooding event, but they get those there. Sedell got hit with tornadoes in Louisiana. Debbie says, hi, Danno and Jess. Hello. Prepper Engineering says, I see Jimmy Dean in there. That's one of Tyson's brands. Yes. Yes, it is. Patrick says, yes, Ohio. Okay. Annette says, we are in Northwest Washington and grilling tonight. Awesome. What are you grilling? Lori says, hi, Danno. It's Lori from Virginia. I love your Kroger videos. Well, thank you. Thank you. Got a really good one coming out tomorrow. Really good one coming out in the morning. I was pleasantly surprised. I knew going in, though. I knew going in. This was not a shock because I had already looked at this stuff before I went, because it's like, if I'm going to go, I've seen a lot of things that people have been asking about. So I was like, I gotta get back here, make sure everybody gets enough time to see some of these products, get to the store before, who knows, the prices may go up again Wednesday. Found some really good deals at Kroger today, though. Coupons dude, hello, says Publix and Kroger both do rain checks. I can verify that. Cool. Awesome. Jessica says, sorry, I'm here. All right. Eric says, hearing a freight train here in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Crystal says, I go to Publix all the time. Their produce is fantastic. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, I don't know coupons. That's what he says. Kevin says, Walmart had canned mushrooms for $1.50 per can. Sam's for 95 cents per can. Yes, with the 12. Buy a 12-pack at Sam's and save $6.60. Sure, absolutely. And to be fair, I guess Walmart, those are the small cans. Those are the 4-ounce cans. But they're $1.99 at Kroger. So, better deal at Walmart and great deal at Sam's. I think Costco has the organic mushrooms. I think it's a little over $1 a can. I can't remember the brand name. But they got those. A lot of people talk about them on the channel. They have them there, and it's a pretty good deal. They're the bigger cans too. I think they're. I don't know. I've never gotten them there. I think they're bigger, a little bigger than 4 ounces, but I'm not sure. Miss Perfect. Heard it in Richlands, Eric. Oh, talking to Eric. Sorry. Let's see. Patty says Pilot and Speedway in North Lime, Ohio has gas $2.98 a gallon. That's awesome. Heck yeah. Lima, Ohio is also where Keystone Meats is produced. Marcia, La Rosa's Pizza, not good anymore. Well, I just had La Rosa's Pizza like an hour ago, and I gotta say, it was pretty delicious. We tried a new cheese. So, it's like a 4 cheese blend. It was really good. Fresh mozzarella, provolone, parmesan, and I think ricotta, but I didn't taste the ricotta in it, so that was good because I'm not a big fan of ricotta cheese. Nope, you're just in time. Happy to see you. Happy to see you. Well, thank you, Doris. Thank you. Oh, Libby Yell, thank you very much. Thank you, Libby. With all money, I save at Smith's. Thanks to you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, and Smith's with the crow. So yeah, let me know this. So with Smith's, do they do the buy five or more, save $1 each deal, just like Kroger? That was one I was curious about. I know they do it at some of the other ones. Most of the other ones. I think they do it at Mariano's. I don't know about Food for Less. I know they do it at King Supers. Some of the other ones, and they could be at different times too. I've had some people come on here like when we look at some of the different ones. There will be some places. I think one of them somebody said was Ralph's, where they do the buy five or more deal, but those sales, which they were the same sales, that's what one of our viewers said, but they were the next week. So sometimes it could be like a week ahead or a week off. Hello, Jess. She's back. Do I freeze ground beef before or after you cook it? We freeze it before. If you freeze it after, it's going to be like, I don't know. I don't know about that. I would freeze it before. That's how I've always done it. Thanks again, Libby. Really appreciate the super chat. You're very welcome, Carrie. Yes, Arizona is fries. Doesn't Arizona also have King Supers? I'm not sure. I know they have King Supers like in Colorado. Crystal. I can't stand the 5 for 5. They do that at this meat store called Wayfair. Okay, well, so if it's 5 for, well, if it's 5 for 5, then does that mean that everything, I don't know. Is it multiples of 5? Is everything $1 that's a multiple of 5? I don't know. The sale that I like at Meijer is the 7 for 7 deal. I didn't used to like that. They never had any good items on that. That's why. But excuse me. Oh, okay, Lori. But a lot of those items, I mean, those dollar items, I mean, those were really good. I do miss like Kroger not really doing the $10 items. They have rolled that out a couple different times, like about a couple months ago, but there's hardly any items on it anymore. The thing with the Kroger one though is that you don't have to buy 10 of each item. You can buy one item for $1. Use your Kroger Plus card. Now, Meijer used to have a thing where it was 10 items and then you got an item free. It was 10 for 10 with the 11th item free. So everything was $1, but you would get that 11th item free. And you could keep doing that if you wanted. I miss that. But the 7 for 7 deal the last time at Meijer was pretty awesome. Donna says, I've recently seen some of your guitar shorts. So good. Thank you very much. Thank you. I keep them on there. I don't take videos down or anything like that. This is our life channel here. Whatever we decide to do, whatever we decide to put on this channel, we're going to put on this channel. Whether it's us traveling or store videos or news breaks or anything, and it's like I've left some couple a while back. I was talking to a couple other YouTubers and they were saying, "Oh, you need to take those down. Those are going to hurt your channel." I was like, "I'm not taking them down. Like those are awesome. That's where a lot of it started. Why would I take that stuff down?" Oh, because it's not what you do on the channel. You don't have to have a specific niche for anything. Don't let, if any of you guys out there are doing YouTube channels or anything, don't believe that for a second. This is my full-time job and I do whatever I want on this channel. You know, daily vlogs. Kind of think that way. Daily vlog channel. I know everybody can't put videos out every day, but if it's a business, if it's something that you're making money at and providing for your family and livelihood, if you think of it that way, then it all works out. It'll all work out and you can make it into something that you really love. Helping people is number one in my book. I knew when I started this channel that I wanted to help people. I wanted to incorporate what we do in building a community of everyone helping each other as well. And that is exactly what we've done. It's awesome. Let's see. Thank you, Rita. Thank you very much. Thank you for the super chat. And thank you too. Maybe a gallon of gas in your tank. I always look to you for your trustworthy latest news. Thank you, Ann. Thank you, Rita. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that, guys. It really does help. And, everything is always put back into the channel of what we do, and it's awesome. Let's see here. Okay, I saved where I left off this time. Lori says, no Arizona, Kroger, or wait a minute, no, that is not where I left off. I left off on your second one. There's no King Supers in Arizona. Okay. Patrick says, Danno, I gotta say you're doing a great service keeping people informed about prices and the subtle changes the stores to during increases. Well, thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you. Donna says, I've recently seen some of your... Oh, wait. I must have skipped over one there. Libby says, Smith's sales are set for same week as Kroger. Awesome. That's good to know. Crystal, hello. I haven't figured it out. I don't know. Archie says the 7 for 7 deal is awesome at Meijer, but they do run out of some of the items quickly. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And I am at Meijer pretty close to the start of the week. TB says, hi, Danno and Jess from Terry and Nate in Florida. Hello. Crystal says, yep, you can buy one. It's buy one, get one free, and it'll be half price. Awesome. For Kroger, yes. Tanette says, Danno, they changed our Kroger division. We are different than yours. Some of them do that. I know there's a couple Krogers that are just north of here, about 25, 30 minutes north. Yeah, and it's like some of the sales will be different. Not all of them, but it depends on the region. I mean, I know they have different divisions and all that stuff, but John says road trip with live sometimes. That would be fun. That would be fun. Jess has actually mentioned that before. Crystal says, I know Kroger the other day had chicken wings for $10 each and chicken legs for $5. I hope it's a big pack of chicken wings for $10. A pack, and they were huge chicken wings. Okay. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. She says, I love your channel and watch every day. Have you considered covering stores like Lowe's? Keep up the great work. I have done a video at Lowe's before. Maybe go back. I think I did one. Not did we do one? Didn't we do one for Christmas, Jess? Didn't I film some of the Lowe's Christmas stuff? I don't know. I thought I did. Either way, yeah, I need to go back to Lowe's. I like Lowe's. Castle says, this is DNN, the Danno News Network. Oh, that's great. That's funny. Dan the Mountain Man, hey buddy. How are you? L. Manning says, Kroger brand chicken wings are absolutely the best. They are good. They really are. Every time those ones go on sale, which the party wings, those ones are great. Those are great. I mean, they say Heritage Farm on them, but that's Kroger. Libby says, Danno, are you the grocery whisperer? Yes. Donna says, friends, don't forget to give a thumbs up. Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes. Thumbs up. Tammy says, good evening all. Just saw that this was live. Welcome. Welcome. I know it's crazy. Like I don't understand why YouTube or any social network or anything, like, why it doesn't put it out to all of my subscribers right away. I mean, unless you don't have like the notifications hit or anything like that, or you don't. I mean, I get it. Like if you don't want, things popping up on your phone every 10 minutes or something. I mean, that could be why. But yeah, I don't understand. I mean, there'll be a handful of people, 1,000 people tomorrow morning that were wondering why they never got a notification for the live show. I don't understand that. Let's see. Sticks fan. Ooh, I like Sticks too. What Donna said, over 300 watching, should be at least that many of these thumbs ups. Oh, well, that's okay. What are we? Oh, look at that. Oh, 171. Well, that's okay. It does help, guys. All the likes, thumbs up, when you push the thumbs up, any kind of interaction, commenting, anything, it all helps expand the message, helps push the videos out across the masses, and we do appreciate it. I mean, the more people we reach on the channel here, the more people we're helping, for sure. Thanks again for the super chat there, Melissa. Really appreciate that. And Eric and Zania, thank you very much for your super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Number one. Eric says, are we getting a Publix near us? What's the progress? Yes, we are. I think so. I know I think there's one that's still being built down in Louisville, Kentucky, but there's one in Richwood, Kentucky, which is about an hour drive for me, but I don't care. I mean, that's closer than Florida, and I'll be driving. Yeah, I'll definitely be going there. But we are supposed to have some moving up into northern Kentucky as well, which Richwood is still, that's kind of the border of northern Kentucky and maybe not central. I don't even know what you would call it. Richwood's a beautiful town, though. I know exactly where they're building it. It's like 280,000 square feet or something ridiculous. It's supposed to be the biggest Publix ever. So you better believe I will be there when they open. And it opens in 2025, early 2025. So we got about a year to go. Oh boy. Let's see. Sandra says, I like your Ollie's videos and cheaper prices. Heck yeah. Who doesn't like cheaper prices? I love Ollie's. I've grown to really love Ollie's. Mostly because, Ollie's is one of them stores where you have to go a few times and just kind of walk around. Don't let it overwhelm you. But after a few different trips, you kind of get an idea of the way, because every Ollie's can be a little bit different, but you get an idea of the way those employees work and how they put things together, where they put things, and kind of the order that they do it. And when you learn that, it makes it not easy, but it makes it a lot easier to shop through there, especially when you have like dump trucks dropping off toys near Christmas. Because I mean, that place is like it's like Johnny's Toys of today during the Christmas time, or Children's Palace. Well, there's some places from the past for you. I'm stepping on you. There we go. Castle says, "Thank you, Frankie. Saw it too late." Oh, Menards. Yes, I need to get back to Menards. I don't know why this keeps doing this. Homegrown says, "I just started a Sam's membership. What was the best buy there for you?" There's so many. There's so many. You guys know I love my Del Monte. Everything's good. I can't think of anything. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's one or two, but I'm not gonna. Uh, I don't know. You can watch one of our Sam's Club videos, and when you kind of hear me or Jess get like really excited talking about something, that's probably one of our favorites. Ooh, the baked beans, the brisket and baked bean mix. It's already cooked. You just heat it up a little bit. It's in the big container. I love it. The brisket and baked beans and the olives. There's a Greek mix. There's a Greek mix of kalamala and green olives that is in like this great like oil and mixture. They put a bay leaf in there, and I guess that really like freshens up the taste and everything. Don't eat the bay leaf. But yeah, those are two of my favorites. And the chicken for $4.98. The rotisserie chicken. $5, you got a meal for 2 days. Well, depending on how many people you have in your family, but yeah, one of those chickens lasts me in just 2 days. Yeah, Karen, I love Lowe's. I do. Lowe's is a little more expensive than Home Depot, but arguably better products. So I don't know. I like them both. They both do really well. Speaking of Christmas, they both sell like some awesome stuff around Christmas time. Retretta says, Danno, I think you were in Hobby Lobby. I've done a couple videos at Hobby Lobby. We love that place. That place is awesome. We do a lot of Christmas videos too, if that's what you're talking about. Well, right around Christmas time, they're kind of randomly put out there. That's another thing I wish YouTube would do a better job of. And it's hard to like even promote yourself for these things because it's like, how do I like sometimes like I will even mess with titles some of the videos to draw in more people. Like I have to think, okay, so me and Jess are going shopping, right? We're going to Hobby Lobby. We're gonna check out Christmas stuff. I have to remember to use like keywords from videos from like our shopping videos or coffee rants or things that we put out the most of so that the keywords like target our audience so that you actually see the video pop up. It's an awful lot of extra work that we shouldn't have to do to push our videos out to our audience. They always say, "Oh, it's because your audience doesn't want to watch a video like that." Yeah, right. That's not true. I mean, some of it might be, some videos might be, but not like that. John Eubanks. Oh, I saw Bucky's here. I need to get back to Bucky's. I love Bucky's. We've done videos at Bucky's as well. And literally anything that we've done videos on that I see, if the easiest way to get to it is if you're on YouTube, you go to the little magnifying glass, search, and then you just type in Adventures with Danno, Bucky's, and our videos will pop up with Bucky's or Adventures with Danno Meyer. I mean, you can do it that way. It's a lot more work. You got to type it all out, but I mean, to find or Adventures with Danno Lowe's or Adventures with Danno some other Menards, or Costco. It's really the easiest way to find them because other than that, there really is no other easy way. Castle says, Sam's orange juice is amazing. Tastes fresh squeeze. I've never had their orange juice. I will have to try it. I will try it now. I usually get the Simply orange there, but it's gone up in price too. I actually got a better deal at Kroger the other day on it. They were $3. $3 a piece. Uh, Sandra says they're getting an Ollie's in New Bedford. Awesome. What did I miss here? What happened, Dan? Prayers for your mom, Dan. Doing okay. My mom is in the hospital right now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Our thoughts and prayers are with you, man. Hmm. Ann says toilet paper is one of mine. Oh, at Sam's Club. Yeah, absolutely. That's probably my number one. That's number one. Toilet paper and paper towels. Both of them are my number one and two. No pun intended. Oh, geez. All right, Patrick. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for joining in. And he says, I always do a thumbs up. Love your videos. Glad I got your notification. Hello, Dan and Jess. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Oh, we're up to 200 likes. 200. Everybody needs to hit that thumbs up button. Let's get more people in here. I mean, that's what they say. That's what they tell you. I quit talking about it because I feel like it, honestly, I feel like it doesn't really do much. Maybe it does. Maybe. But I don't know. Because YouTube's always telling you to do that. If you're a creator and you're in the studio and all that, or the YouTube studio and all that, they're always giving you little ideas. Like, tell people to hit the thumbs up button. Tell them to spread share this on social media. That's the big one. You notice I've been talking about that in like coffee rants, but I'm not saying to share this on social media to help our channel get bigger. I'm telling you to share this on your Facebook and stuff like that so that your neighbors and your family and friends can hear the same messages that you guys are. Let's everybody save money. If everybody starts doing these things, maybe it'll help drop the prices down, because if everybody stops overspending money on some of these different products, on food or whatever, maybe they'll start coming down. Maybe we should all stop driving for about a day or two, and those gas prices will go down to $2. It's amazing. I was looking at the stock market earlier, and I saw the Dow Jones dropped like 500 points, and then S&P 500 had a bad day, and I start thinking to myself, it's like, okay, so the inflation is not what people thought it was going to be. It's a little shaky, right? Or maybe they're watching Adventures with Danno and thinking, you know what, this guy's pointing out all these crazy prices. I'm pulling out. You know, I don't know. It's funny, I know, but you see things like that. I see that it's been the worst day in the stock market since October. That was the last time of like serious price increases at the grocery store. Now it hasn't jumped as high as it did in October, but things are still going up, and it's probably things that most people are using, because that's when people take notice, right? Yes, Lori, toilet paper at Sam's is the absolute best. Absolutely. PN112, Hobby Lobby is lethal to my wallet. You can say that again. I love Hobby Lobby though. But even at Hobby Lobby, like we'll literally go home and wait till the next one. Hobby Lobby is one of them places where if you go in there, right, and then you see a lot of the stuff, a lot of the decor, anything, like they'll have like 50% off a lot of items one week. And then of course I'll be there, and then nothing will be on the sale of the things that I want. And I'll go back the next week, and then those things are 50% off. So they go back and forth and stuff like that. That's what makes Hobby Lobby. Unless it's 50% off, I usually don't get it at Hobby Lobby because I'll just wait a week or two. Jen says, how do you remember the prices on everything in every store? It's magic. It's magic. Now, I have a bit of an eidetic memory with numbers. It works with numbers and like things that I read, okay? Things that I can picture. So, like a photographic memory is basically. But really, it's gotten so big. I do take some notes these days. Not with numbers at the stores. I can remember those, but it's the like things that people are asking about in the comments, different things that we see disappearing off the shelves across the country and around the world now. Yes, I write some of these notes down because it can get overwhelming. Plus, we get a ton of emails, and it's getting hard to respond to all the emails. A lot of people like their information private, so I don't discuss emails. And some people put on their email that it's okay to talk about them, and then I do. But I like, even though this is all public information, I respect people's privacy. Not like not like a lot of these YouTubers where they just like where they put things on the screen, your comments and stuff like that. I don't do that stuff. Take it for what you. If people don't believe me, then they can go back through the video and read all the comments if they like. I'm not going to do all that stuff. For one, I don't know if you would really want me to do that, right? And that's out of respect to your privacy, Retretta says, I love your playlist, all of them. Thank you very much. Thank you. We like variety. We do. It would get real stale if that's all we did was one thing. I've never been like that. I am always changing things. Prepper Engineering says, for supper tonight, rotisserie chicken nachos. That sounds amazing. Got some Frank's Red Hot in there. I put that stuff on everything. Oh, I gotta be careful. I'm getting a little behind. Again, guys, if I miss some of your comments, I apologize. We got a lot of people on here tonight, and I do have to keep up on the first page of the tablet because we gotta keep an eye on everybody. Smoking Swamp Outdoors. Hello, shalom. How are you, bud? Ann says, hitting the thumbs up is the first thing I do. Thank you, Ann. Thank you. And thank you all to all of our longtime viewers that have been here for so long. It's nice. It's nice getting on here. I know I can't promise that I can do a live show every week, but I'll try to do them as I can because it really is nice talking to all of you guys who have been on the channel here for years, and a lot of you guys have. And to our new viewers, welcome to the community here. Welcome to our Dannomite YouTube family. Dannomite. Somebody actually, somebody had said that that's what I should call our viewers is Dannomites, and I'm like, I don't know. It's pretty funny. I just say the YouTube family. Retretta says, just true, hit the like up button. It could help Danno. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, all the thumbs up, all the little thumbs up buttons, interactions, all that stuff does help push the videos out. I mean, that's what we want. It's hard for me to really talk about that all the time, though. Like I said before, I don't know if it does. I'm just happy everybody's on here talking, chatting. Oh, what I miss here. PN112 says, 1 and 2 allowed in the same sentence with toilet paper without your brain going there. Crystal says, a bit off topic, but all over the news yesterday was O.J. Simpson passed away this week. Yes. Yep, saw that. He had cancer real bad. I know that. Peg Elliott says, the stock market is not a good indicator of the economy as a whole. No, it is not. But it's a good way to see what is coming. Because that's the only reason I care. I see something happen like a day like this, and I start thinking, well, we might have to put off our little adventure video, and we may have to see what's going on in the stores before things really hit the fan. Because that's usually what happens. I mean, if I'm basing this on the lifetime of the channel here and how many times this has happened, there's reasons, and that's one of them. Inflation is worse than they thought. Right? Did it ever change? It's gone. I don't want to get all into that. Dan the Mountain Man says seasonal section at Hobby Lobby. Oh yeah, absolutely. The best time to shop for Christmas stuff at Hobby Lobby is in July. They have like the best Christmas in July sale ever. All that stuff's like dirt cheap. Elizabeth, Danno, do you trade in the stock market? Um, I no. I don't want to talk about that. But no. Dan says, "Hey Dano, could you check out Dollar Tree in Sharonville? They say that it's supposed to be the large." Yes, I need to. I should have went there the other day. It was raining cats and dogs. I had planned to go to that one, but it was storming so bad. I was like, I'm just gonna go to the one closest to here. But yes, I am going to be checking that one out, and I'm sure that's probably if prices are going up at all, which who knows, which we know they are, but we don't that would be the place to probably first go up in price. Walk pictures at Hobby Lobby. Do you mean to say wall pictures? Dan says, "Hey Dano." Dan Nicholson says, "Hey Dano, could you check out Dollar Tree?" Oh wait, I just read that. Sorry. This thing it's doing that thing where I like touch the tablet and it just shoots down all the comments here. Stephanie Hall, hello. What is the annual price difference from Costco versus Sam's Club? Costco basic package is $60 a year. Sam's Club is $50. It's basically double that for the other membership, the premium where you can get stuff delivered, and you get money back on the higher membership, and you get better deals on like the vision. They're pretty much the exact same. On each level pass, Costco is $10 higher than Sam's. I don't know. If I had to choose, like if I had to give one of them up, Costco would probably. Sam's Club is the winner for me. Ann Bowery says, "What coffee maker do you have?" I have a Mr. Coffee, and I have a Keurig. A Keurig. I got the express one from Walmart. It was on sale. It was normally like $80, and I got it around Christmas time a year or two ago for like $40. It's a pretty good deal. Thank you, Castle. Yes, this is DNN. Oh, that's funny. That deserves a opening song. What was that thing for CNN? This is DNN. Do you and Jess watch Townsend's YouTube channel? Nope. I don't watch much YouTube unless it's cat videos. No, I'm kidding. We watch a lot of vloggers and stuff. A lot of like Florida vloggers, and I do watch some other channels. Castle says the bond market tells you the future. Unfortunately, it isn't telling a good story. Absolutely. Let's see. Thank you, Miss Perfect. Yes. Yes. Crystal says inflation is high. You have to spend around $200 to get a decent amount of groceries. I mean, I'll tell you today, I spent, well, it was $71 for what I got, and it was $49 that I paid. So, what is that? That's a savings and $22, saving $22. And I mean, I got some stuff that, was pretty good. Not a huge grocery haul, but I got a good amount of stuff for $49. So what I'm saying is that you can make it work. Just, it's not easy. It's not easy, especially if you got a major haul you got to get. I told you guys what we saved at Sam's Club. I spent $181 on all that stuff, and we saved $61. That was the membership plus $11. CC says, hi, Danno and Jessica. So happy for a nice Friday night chat. Yes, yes, it is. Awesome. Thank you for joining. William Davis says, I'm not a financial manager channel, okay? Tanette says, so why is it so high here? Did I miss something? Crystal says, I used to spend like $100 and I don't feel like I hardly got anything. And that's very easy to do. Just because one day or another day someone's able to have a huge savings on stuff doesn't mean that there's things that, sometimes there's things that you just have to get. I mean, sometimes, you walk out of, I know exactly what you mean. Like you get like 3 or 4 bags and it's like, daggone, I just spent $100 on 4 bags of groceries. I mean, and it's easy to do that. That's the scary thing, is that it's very easy to do that. Retretta says, Sam's Club is the real deal. Yes, they are. Hello, Carol from Pennsylvania. That's it, Joan. That's it. That's it. They just keep printing it and giving it away. And I'm not saying that, it's I don't know. I don't want to get all into that, but yeah, it's like, I'm not saying, that we don't help people. Okay. I'm not saying we don't help people, but we got to help ourselves. We got to help ourselves too. We got to help ourselves first while helping others. Right. And the way we're helping others is, in a lot of disagreement with, I'm sure, a lot of people on this channel. I will keep my opinion silent, but I will just say that. Let's see. Anne says, thanks. I need a new coffee maker. Yeah. So there was somebody who asked this in the comments the other day, saying you couldn't find a Mr. Coffee. And I was going to respond to you, but I noticed a lot of our viewers already had commented telling you where to find it. Yes, Big Lots, Ollie's. Ollie's has them for cheap. I think they're like $20. And they'll sell them at some other places, but they'll be a lot more. They'll be like $50. If you have an Ollie's or a Big Lots, check there first. Or if the Keurig Express is perfect, right? And it's like, I don't know what the regular price is now at Walmart. I think it's actually come down though, or they got a different one out. But the one I have is pretty nice. I paid like $40 for it. But I mean, even if it was $60, $70, I feel it's still worth that, because some of them these days are ridiculously overpriced. Hello, Brian Gill. Melanie, hi, Danno. Enjoy watching your channel. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. Thank you very much. Rebecca, hello, says, I have heard that if you are interested in more organic food items, Costco is better than Sam's Club. Anyone have an opinion? No, you are correct. Costco definitely has more organic options than Sam's Club on produce and other foods. And honestly, all around, if Costco was the same distance to me as Sam's Club, because that's the big difference, right? I go to Costco in Florence, Kentucky, okay, which is a pretty good drive. I mean, it's not that far really, but it takes about 45 minutes without traffic. Okay, now, and there's a lot of traffic on 75, especially coming back, and that can be a headache sometimes. Thank you, Jason. Thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you all. Thank you all for always supporting our channel and being there. And we appreciate everything. We can't thank you guys enough for that. Yeah, John, I don't know about that one. I'm not even going to say that. Bob says, so the stock market is an indicator of what's to come, you say. So that means since they've been going to all-time highs over and over, things are good. Yeah. Who knows these days? I look at the trends, I look at the patterns, I look at things that continuously happen and kind of draw an educated guess. Daniel Steven, thank you very much. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate these guys. Really do. Really do. Appreciate all the support. Thank you very much. Thank you. Rebecca says currently Sam's Club is offering a $25 annual membership. Guys, $25. $25. I mean, if ever there was a reason, I know, a lot of people don't have Sam's Club near them, but if you do, especially, I mean, you're going to save money. Even if you're single, you're going to save a lot of money. A lot. A lot. I mean, it's awesome. Watch a few of our videos. You'll learn in one or two videos how much you're going to save. And I'm sure that everything we check out, there's probably at least 10 to 20 items that all of you probably buy at one point or another. I always have people that say a lot of these places aren't worth it, and it's like I'm nice about it, but it's like, yeah, it is worth it, especially if you want quality. I mean, and when in a deal like $25, I mean that's a steal. You can make that in less than you can make that in one visit easily, easily. Just think of the things that you buy at Kroger or somewhere. Now I will say this, right? Okay, now with other stores, yeah, you're not going to get like some of the super sales that you get at like Kroger, or I can't even say Meijer anymore. Meijer's kind of fallen off a cliff. I hate to say it, but a lot of their deals just aren't deals anymore. Um, but it's going to be better quality and deals than Walmart. You may not think that at first, but you're going to once you start saving up these things, and the meat quality is way better. So and I take some of the cheaper stores like Aldi and some of these places. It's like, yeah, okay, I could buy a bunch of Happy Harvest vegetables that I'm not gonna like for 64 cents a can or 63 cents a can that are way less, right? We talk about the water in the can. Happy Harvest, I don't know what it's like. They're filling up half of them with water or something, right? I mean, maybe not half of them, but it's like every time I buy one, it's like, what? I get Del Monte and it's like full, and it's $1 a can at Sam's Club, less than $1 a can, a little bit less, or Costco. They're both that way. And just everything, like the toilet paper. You do the math on that, it's like a no-brainer. But not only is it a good deal, but it's good quality. Kroger used to be a good deal, and they changed the quality. Now it's like, I don't care how much it is, I ain't buying it. Thanks again, guys, for the super chats. Really appreciate that. Stacy says, thanks, Danno, for taking the time to show us all the sales out there. We really appreciate it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Daniel says, keep up the good work. You betcha. Castle says, or he's talking to John there. CC says, $25 membership at Sam's Club. I'm in. Thanks. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and if you've never, even if you've never been to Sam's Club before, I mean, I feel like $25 is like not bad. If you go there and you shop there once or twice in a year, and you don't like it, okay, then just don't renew it, right? But I mean, for $25, it's worth even going in there and checking out the frozen goods. I think people look at a lot of the other some of crazy things that they sell, like all the jewelry and TVs that are expensive, which really that jewelry is way overpriced. I don't know what's up with that, and it might be extravagant jewelry. I don't really know. I don't look at it. That $5,000 ring. I mean, it could be worth that or more. I really don't know. But yeah, you start looking at that stuff, you're like, oh no, I ain't going to Sam's Club. Now you got to look at the things that you're going to use. Look at the medicines. Look at the soaps. Like, don't just think food here. Okay, anybody that's on the Ensure drinks, well, you're going to save $10 easily by buying a case of them there. Probably more than that. And they do have sales on that stuff from time to time. And they've got the Premier Protein that everybody's been asking about that hasn't been anywhere, which I have seen actually coming back in at Kroger. But the point is, you're going to get it cheaper at Sam's by buying a little bit in bulk in the long run. Dollar Tree's going to start catching up with other things. We're going to see these value stores. We're starting to see them fizzle out. We're starting to see them fizzle out completely. I was kind of, the other day, I know a lot of you guys had shopped at the 99-cent only store. And I had a feeling, right, even though we don't have them around here, I had a feeling when we were talking about that, I was like, there's probably nothing in there actually 99 cents. Now, I didn't say nothing, but we were getting comments from all over. Comments from all over. Everybody was saying that there's nothing left in there for 99 cents. If it is 99 cents, it's garbage, right? So, you know, we're seeing these stores get fizzled out. Although I did read something where they're talking about they're still closing all the stores. There's like 371 of them that are closing. Okay. But they're talking about opening up like 146 of them later, like maybe under a different name, but they're still closing all of them first. So I wouldn't believe a word they say. And just if they open up a new franchise or whatever, then I don't know, maybe check it out at that point. But why try and get people's hopes up? I had somebody had said something about the yes, sticks. Yeah, that $25 membership at Sam's will pay for itself on your first visit easily. Easily. We shopped we needed a lot of stuff. We needed a good amount of stuff. Some of it we didn't need. But I mean, we saved $60 in one trip. That's our membership plus $10, an extra $10 off, really. And I'm doing the math on that based off regular prices of what I would have paid at Kroger. Okay, so it's not like I'm not doing it on like sales that I would have gotten at Kroger. See what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, for the outrageous prices for things at Kroger, that's what I saved. So that's how I figured the math on that. So, could be a little off, but still saved a fortune. You are very welcome, Beverly. Hello, Ian. Where was I at? There was something I was saying. I was talking about something. Oh, yeah, the Bird's Eye. So apparently there's another business closing in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. It's a Bird's Eye plant. It's gonna 250 people are gonna lose their jobs, and it's like I was gonna do this in a coffee. I was gonna talk about some of this stuff in a coffee rant, but it's like a lot of people were talking about this, so I thought we'd just address it. It's just another place, another thing that is closing. And these places, because some people have been saying they've been having trouble finding Bird's Eye at Walmart. Okay, now there's plenty of Bird's Eye vegetables at our Walmart. I have seen where it's been low at Meijer. Today at Kroger, I saw a ton of it. But they're saying that they don't need this plan. I said, well, that's real nice to say to your employees. We don't need you guys. But they're offering severance packages. There was one person who had said that they were been employed there for 46 years. 46 years. It opened in 1972. So congratulations. You're probably going to be able to retire. You probably should have retired 16 years ago, or I don't know, maybe money was different, I guess, or just wanted to work. 46 years though. Could you imagine working there for 46 years? Ooh. I mean, at least they're at that age where they can retire at this point. And I'm sure some of them will get severance. They're talking about, I know Beaver Dam was talking about, all these towns do this, all these cities, all these places do this, where they say, oh no, we're putting this other company in here when they haven't even figured out what they're going to do yet. They just don't want people to freak out and start quitting before the date. I think it's supposed to close like in June or July. Oh, Bird's Eye's great. Absolutely. Bird's Eye's top notch. It really is. It's expensive, but I mean, you get what you pay for. I mean, it's fantastic. I like Kroger frozen vegetables. I do. I mean, they're $1.25, so they're not the cheapest, but I mean, I've never had a bad bag. Ever. I bought up a ton when they were on the buy five, save $1 each deal. I mean, we had an entire freezer full of them. Karen says, I think people fear club stores because it's always hundreds of dollars in your cart, but they last for a long time. It just depends on how you shop, right? Like, I mean, if you want to save yourself a trip, if you want to save yourself from going back in the next month or next couple weeks, yeah, I mean, you're going to spend a little more, I guess. I don't know. I feel like we don't really spend that much money. When you do the math on it all, and I don't look at it like buying in bulk or buying single items or doing this. It's like I look at it for what the single item cost. Okay, I look at it as I'm paying 95 cents for a can of Del Monte. A can. I look at it as I'm paying, you know, $1.99 a pound for pork chops, great quality pork chops, right? Which they have been low at ours, but still $1.98 a pound. They're fresh, probably the best out there, right? So you're looking at quality as well. But at $1.98 a pound, yes, you have to buy a lot of them. You're going to spend like $25, $30, but you freeze it. Like every time, okay, Costco and Sam's. And yes, I get it. This is why people fear that. I get it. But, we have like a certain thing we do. Like if we're buying hamburger at Costco, yes, you got to get about 5 pounds. It's going to be about $20. I mean, that's a really good deal. And you're getting quality meat. You're getting top notch quality. And what Jess does, she freezes it all. We'll get one or two of them and she'll literally like put them in patties, seal them up, everything. And we'll put them in the freezer. And then she makes them into like half pounders, right? Because that's easy to just take out, put in a soup, or make hamburgers, big hamburgers, or whatever. I don't know. We've got kind of a system, and I think when you shop at these stores like this, you do kind of want to have like a little bit of a system, a way you do things, to where because people do say like, where am I going to put this big box? It's like, well, you divide it out or put it in other areas. It is a different way of thinking for sure. Yes, red, it is cheaper in the long run for sure. And I do understand that everybody cannot afford to, but that's the thing. It's like what I'm saying is that you don't have to go in there and spend $100. You go in there and buy a couple things you need and get out of there, right? Like go buy just the thing of hamburger. Well, yeah, I guess when it comes to like the hamburger, you're not really saving. Sam's Club, a lot of the produce is pricey. A lot of the produce you're going to spend about the same amount of money as if you do at Kroger, maybe actually more. But the quality's incredible. I will say that. I will say that. But yeah, a lot of the produce you're going to spend more. And that kind of stuff is kind of crazy to buy in bulk sometimes because 10 pounds of potato or like 10 pounds of red or yellow potatoes, I feel like a lot of, or 10 pounds of onions, I mean, you're getting a great deal though. And the way to do it, in my opinion, if you're buying stuff like that, if you really want to take most advantage of one of these places like Sam's Club, then go in with your sister or brother or wife, or family members or friends. Just go ahead and pay for the $25 membership, right? So it's like, hey, I got a membership to Sam's Club. Ask your friend, like, you want to go? We'll split these onions. We'll write a list before you even go, right? And they're like, okay, well, I just spent $3 for 5 pounds of onions. Like that's the only way to really save. Because I mean, you go to Meyer, it's what $3.50 now for 2 pounds of red onions. It's ridiculous, and it's even more at Walmart. No, it's the same price, but you get an extra pound. But still, it's the most Walmart's ever been. And actually, I think it's like $3.83 for the bigger ones. It's getting crazy, guys, and it's only going to keep going up. Especially because we keep hearing all this talk of like bad harvest everywhere. Bad, especially in the UK. The UK has gotten pounded with rain. Been reading stuff where they're saying like some farms aren't even going to have a harvest. That's crazy. Yes to that vacuum sealer. Vacuum sealer, that's definitely what you want. If you're going to shop at Sam's Club or any of these places, vacuum sealer is the way to go, where you can preserve everything for a very long time. Because yeah, you don't want to buy this stuff and waste it. Because yeah, then it's not worth it. Okay, hey Eileen, how are you? Castle says some folks just can't afford that Sam's cart off one paycheck. Yep. Oh, I know. It's something It's something you got to think about. It's something you got to think about. And despite and if people a lot of people are on a tight budget. And the thing is that we do still have places like what we have. And it's like Dollar Tree and some of these places, if they go up to $1.50 an item, they go up to $1.50 an item. There ain't much we can really do about it. And a lot of the stuff, honestly, you will still save. Maybe not as much on food at Dollar Tree. Some stuff you will, like take that 8-ounce thing of ranch dressing. Well, Kraft ranch dressing at Kroger, regular price, is $3.49. Say it goes up to $1.50 at Dollar Tree. Well, then 2 of those would be the 16 ounces that you would get at Kroger, and it would be $3. So you're still saving a little bit in that long run, and you do have the option to buy a smaller amount. A lot of big stores like Kroger and all these other places, you can't even buy an 8 ounce. Like you have to get 16 ounces. Cindy says, hold on. Oh, moving pretty quick. Okay, Cindy says, when I buy, say, 5 to 10 pounds of hamburger, I even make up meatloaf burgers, meatballs, etc., and freeze them. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, that's cool. CC says, get a deep freezer. It's so worth it when you get a good deal at Sam's Club on meat. Absolutely. I know some people were saying that they can't believe at Sam's Club hamburger and steaks haven't gone down. I'm glad they haven't gone up. They've stayed the same price for a while. Oh, I shouldn't even said that. Sorry, guys. Oh. Crystal says the yellow onions at Walmart are $3. The 3 pounds are 387. Or yeah, I think the sweet onions. I saw the sweet onions for $2.98, so that might be the ones you're talking about. Castle Circle says, to net, Food Saver is the best money I ever spent. Yes, Food Savers are awesome. Daniel says, do you see prices coming down anytime soon? Absolutely not. Nope. John says, I'm using Walmart delivery for 60 pounds of rice. Awesome. Great. Means you don't have to carry it. That's one nice thing about a lot of these delivery services. Let's see here. Crystal says, but before any grocery shopping bills come first. Absolutely, absolutely. And guys, I do have to say too, I get when I talk to a lot of people, like a lot of family and friends who are probably watching right now, there's a lot of confusion and things with like some big box stores like Sam's Club and stuff. If you just don't see yourself being able to shop at a place like this, then don't. We continue to just discuss things on ways to, because honestly, if you buy up the sales as you go along, if you only buy the sales at some of your major supermarkets and pay attention to these buy 5 or more deals that have no limits to them, then you can save a lot of money by shopping like this. Ultimately, more than what you're going to save at Sam's or any of these big box stores. But you would have to shop like that to not. You don't want to just throw money at a $5.99 can of Swanson chicken that Kroger still tries to sell for that. I mean, that's crazy. You can get that for $13 for 12. I think it actually lowered. It's like $11.98 right now, isn't it? I don't know if that sale's over, but it was $11.98 for 6 cans of the Members Mark chunk chicken breasts. The same big ones, 12 and a half ounces. And it's better than Swanson. And that's cheap. You want to talk about prepping items and throwing them in your pantry and forgetting about them. I mean, that's it. That's it. Stock up on those. And that is a great deal. That's an amazing deal. And great quality. That's what's important. Those Butterfield, I know we don't get great comments on them. I love them, though. Those Butterfield roast beef cans, those are delicious. Put them on like some noodles or something, or just heat it up and eat it. I mean, they're delicious. I think they are. CC says, who has a good deal on a microwave? Well, I will say that Ollie's or Big Lots. Ollie's probably, it would be the first place I'd look. Walmart should be, fairly cheap. Aloha, Debbie. Community members from Hawaii. Awesome. Glad you made it. Crystal says she's currently paying $155. Is that like on a trip to Sam's? I'm sorry. sometimes I don't know. Like sometimes, if you don't put who you're talking to, you might be talking to somebody else. I don't know. Or I just am lost in translation here. Uh, Lori says in Arizona, steaks at Kroger are $4.97 a pound. They go on sale for that price a lot. Our meat tends to be cheaper than yours. That's pretty cheap. I mean, it depends on what kind of steaks are they though. Because I mean, let's see, what did Kroger have this week? They had the T-bones. T-bones, $8.99 a pound. $8.99 a pound. That is a great. Normally they're $13.99 a pound for T-bones, and that's down because they were at $14.99 a pound. So $13.99 a pound regular price, $8.99 a pound on sale. And I gotta say, they looked great. Now they're the family pack, so that's something else you're gonna have to buy in bulk. But $8.99 a pound. I mean, that's for T-bone in this day and age. That's a good deal. Oh yeah, Charlene, absolutely. Yeah, they're great. Their frozen vegetables are great. I'm not real big on their canned vegetables, but the frozen ones are good. The one thing I will say about their canned vegetables, though, they're full. You're going to pay a little more. Most of them are 80. The regulars are 89 cents, and a lot of other ones are 99 cents, but they're always full cans. You don't have a bunch of the water. Amy says, "How do you get such cheap rent?" I have no idea. Or maybe you're talking to someone else. Says your rent is $1,400 a month. My goodness, where do you live? New York? Jeez, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess, when everything started getting crazy in like 2021, 2022, prices started skyrocketing. I guess, we're kind of grandfathered in here, but other than that, I don't know. Daniel says, what's your prediction of prices in the next 6 to 12 months? Your guess is as good as mine. A year ago, I don't even know. That's the thing. And I guess in a way, it's kind of what makes what I do, I hate to say interesting, but it's like I'm always in shock. I'm always surprised at just the jump that it can make so quickly. I mean, I'm flabbergasted every time I go to Kroger. I mean, in one way or another. I am just I don't know. I have viewers of the channel on here that come up to me all the time, and there's two or three things that people always say. This is what I saved last week, Dan, and it's awesome. I love when people do that. Say that I've saved them money and stuff like that. I mean, that's awesome. I love hearing that. That's what I hear a lot. And then people come up and say thanks for a certain product or something, and then usually the third one is where's Jess? Oh, she's working. Let's see. Castle says my price prediction only going up. And if you see and if you see anything come down, if you see something jump down 10 cents, it's going to go back up. Everything I've seen that has dropped in price has gone back up. Now, some things have dropped that I haven't seen go back up, but I don't know how long it's going to be till it does. I think what happens is some of these companies have like great sales for a while. Like take Ice Mountain spring water. Okay, it's actually on the buy five or more deal this week for $4.99, which is not the best deal as we saw last time. It was $3.99, right? Well, and what the funny thing about that, and this is what we're seeing more and more, is Ice Mountain got up to $6.29 for 24 bottles at Kroger. Well, now it's back down to the regular price of $5.99. Why is that? Do I think that's because people weren't buying it? Absolutely not. It's because they want you to see they'll take a hit knowing that they're not going to sell any the next week. Right? That way, when it comes out the week before or the week after for $4.99, it looks a lot sweeter, don't it? Now, most people aren't looking at the regular prices like I am. They're looking at the sale price, right? I mean, because that's what it is. That's what you're going to pay. Okay. But they trick you. It's all. I'm not saying it's like it's not deliberate, okay, but they're throwing this out here. They know that it's a crazy price. That is a ridiculous price for some water, especially for Ice Mountain. $6.29. You lower the regular price, people still don't buy it. Then you narrow it down to $4.99, and it's like, oh, okay, so now you're making an extra dollar off of the bottom of what you wanted to make before. So now you're making a fortune because everybody who had not bought it the last week is buying it because it's back on sale, probably not even knowing that the last time it was for sale was $3.99. Be aware of the trickery in a lot of these stores. And I know people say, there was somebody who said the other day, I don't know who it was, but they were saying, you can't just blame the store. I don't just blame the store. I blame everybody involved. Everybody. From the everybody, because we have different answers for everything. Sure, there's a lot of greedy people, right? But we have the manufacturers, we have the transportation, we have the stores. Kroger's making billions and billions of dollars. They had record profits. Record profits. A lot of these places, and I think this a lot. I think this a lot. And I never talk about it, okay? But I think a lot of these places and a lot of these higher ups and stuff that are just used to making billions or trillions of dollars, they're afraid. They're afraid of something else happening, like what happened a few years ago, and everything getting shut down and all that stuff. Even though they were making a fortune, products weren't coming in. Products weren't coming in. A lot of people weren't buying their usual things, so their margin shrunk like crazy. So we have all these things going on, the constant push for you to buy this. We're going to direct you in a way that's going to trick your mind into buying these things. And I see that a lot. I try to point them out in the stores, but I understand that a lot of people just aren't going to figure it out. And I do my best to try to explain as I go along, but they're so good at it. They're so good. It's like a chess game. Every time you go in to Kroger or any major supermarket that is just very good at what they do, they have teams of people that think of these things. I am a good chess player, though. Oh, let's see. Karen talking to 112. Castle says, seeing these rent prices makes me feel a little bit better about my mortgage price. Absolutely. I hear you. Amy says, talking to Lisa there. Nope, Gainesville. Stressful. CC says, I have a land contract on my house and it's $1,000 a month. I bought it young 10 years ago when I was 18. That's very good. Very good to get started so young like that. It was a good time to buy then, too. Lisa says, my kids live in Sarasota, own homes because it's cheaper. We thought about moving, but rent is over 3,000. I've heard about that in some places in Florida. That's insane. That's insane. That's absolutely crazy. But you're right. I've seen some things, I've looked at different housing and rentals and stuff in Florida. And yeah, Sarasota, pretty much all along the coastline of the Gulf there. I mean, it's insane, some of the rent prices. Castle says, I own land. Just 40 minutes from Gainesville. All right. Sweet. Can I build a house on it? I mean, at these prices, me and Jess have actually considered that, buying some land and building a house on top of the land, because it's like, at least we could build exactly what we want. Probably be better, maybe cheaper in the long run. Who knows? Hello, Brian. How are you? Can you name the only thing that hasn't went up at Meyer? Can I name the only thing that hasn't gone up at Meyer? Is this a joke? It sounds like a joke. I don't know. I don't know anything that hasn't gone up, to be honest with you. I mean, hmm. Nope. Let me know. CC says we would love to hear you play the guitar. Danno, what are you drinking tonight? This is Duncan. Duncan, yes. Thanks for reminding me. I need a starting to fade away here. Need some pickup. It's still free to park in Meyer. That's right. It's free to park there. The penny pony ride. Do they? I don't know if they have one at ours anymore. Danno was just watching Alaska Prepper. He was showing Costco olive oil 2-pack used to be $20. It just went up again from 50 to 67. First of all, I don't ever remember it being $20, but I've only been shopping at Costco for a little over a year now. But yeah, if it was 50, I think it was what 47, I think it was the last time I was there. So 50, yeah, 50 to 6. Boy, that's terrible. You know why? Because of the shortage of it. There's a massive shortage of olive oil that apparently eventually we're seeing it lower and lower in a lot of stores around here. I try to point it out when I can. Nobody really ever asks about it. So sometimes in videos, I try to focus on a lot of things that everybody's always asking about. But yeah, there's definitely been a lot of shortages of olive oil, which that would definitely drive the prices up. All right, Ann. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. I buy olive oil from Aldi's. Not bad. Good night, Danno. See you in the morning. All right, Eileen. Have a good night. Oh, let me. Oh, I was just waiting for somebody to ask. All right. We'll send this out in style. Oh, that's okay, Marge. You're just in time. Just in time for the jams. This is DNA. I like that, Castle. Daniel says, when's your next Kings Island visit and adventure? Actually, we are going there next week. They open up next week. We're going to the preview. Gonna do a little somewhat of my own media action through there. Check out some of the new stuff, some of the new foods. Everybody on this live show gets a little preview of that. I was actually going to talk about that at one point. But yeah, doing Kings Island. We're going to be up there. I won't say where we're staying, but we have a staycation planned that we're doing up there, and then we will be going to opening day the next day. So we're going to be up there all weekend. Well, not all weekend. So we'll be up there Friday and then Saturday. Saturday early in the morning until late afternoon. We may actually do a live at Kings Island, but I don't know yet. It depends on which way it goes. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. And request? I'm just kidding. I can't really play covers, but. Oh, what's my favorite band? Reds up 7-1, top of the 7. All right. I know I saw White Sox haven't been doing that great this year. They're 2-10. So Reds need to get back up here. Thank you for letting me the update there. My favorite song or my favorite band? Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know. Randy Rhoads is the reason why I started playing guitar, so probably Ozzy. Funny thing is, I don't really care for Ozzy, but I've loved all his guitarists. That's all I can do. If I start playing like rank notes, but you can kind of get the gist of it. I can go that far and then it becomes a copyright. There is. La 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 la. I don't really care. There's a copyright, I'll just take it out. Groceries for guitars will work for food. It's a good idea. Kansas, huh? I like some Kansas. Do you know the intro to Sweet Madame Blue by Styx? No. I don't really know any Styx on guitar. Not really. I like the band, but... Oh, thank you, Beverly. Thank you. Got your harmonica out? All right. What's a good harmonica? You can play some Dylan? Actually, you know, House of the Rising Sun was actually written by Bob Dylan. Not the Animals. Animals covered it later. Lighter lit. All right. Sweet. That was Something Sweet by Aerosmith. Dust in the Wind. All we are is dust in the wind. I can't. You know, I can play the part of that on the piano, actually. And if I had, like, my cousin or something playing piano, I could play the guitar part. But it doesn't really doesn't sound right just playing the guitar part or singing with it. Daniel, thank you very much for the super chat, buddy. For my information, Mike from Red Bar is streaming right now, showing leaked documents exposing you for being into Feet and other sick stuff. Gross. Okay. Whatever. Well, thanks for letting me know. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much. Don't stop believing. I don't know that one. I mean, I know the song. No, not really. Oh, you mean like Motley Crue, Toto, or Rush? Yeah. Yeah, I do. There's some Crew for you. Thanks again, Daniel, for the super chat. Who is this Mike from Red Bar streaming right now, showing leaked documents exposing me for being into feet and other sick stuff? Is that someone that I banned from the channel? All right, there we go. The little Irish jam in there for you guys. Maybe next week I'll bust out the Les Paul. Alrighty. Oh yes, love doing the classical stuff. I like Spanish classical music. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Karen. I can play it, but yeah, that one will be a real quick pickup. Sweet home Cincinnati. You've been holding out on us, Danno. You are very talented. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I've been playing my entire life since I knew I had hands. John says, or wait a minute. Have you conquered classical gas? Like gas? No, well, I don't know. Desperado Eagles. No. I mean, I could play it. I can play by ear too, so I mean I could listen to that and play that pretty. It's probably a pretty easy song to play. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Nancy B, hello, says I just got back from Dollar Tree. I bought wrapping paper, gift tissue paper, 5 bottles of my favorite water, Fiji, Bose Nutter Butter cookies, and a plastic bin for less than $10. That's amazing. That's awesome. Yeah, see, Dollar Tree still rocks. Let's see. Homegrown says a little Spanish guitar going. Thanks, Castle. Thank you, buddy. CC says, Nancy, you made me want to go to Dollar Tree. PM112 says, thanks, Danno. That was awesome. You guys are very welcome. Very welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sticks. Lisa says, my hub's uncles in Knoxville used to play with country stars like, at the Grand Ole Opry back in the Marty Robbins days. Awesome. I would really like to go. Yeah, I know where that one is there. I'd like to go to the Opry House in Nashville. I think that would be fun. Oh, jeez. Got to make me prove something, don't you? I'll do the cool part. I'll do the more melodic part. Well, first, here's your Spanish classical. Daggone it, I forgot it. There it is. There's only so much you can do on an acoustic. Master. I feel my head beginning to bang. Yes. Hey, I'm trying to sleep out here. Yeah, right. You ain't sleeping right now. Can you even hear this? Oh, yeah. You're watching live. There you go. I'll just cut this out later. That's definitely getting flagged. Oh. You guys should do a video when you come down to Florida at Wild Adventures. If you haven't been, Saturdays is free concerts and different bands in Valdosta. Awesome. We always drive the speed limit through Valdosta. There you go. Yep. It was a needle and a spoon. Yeah. Yeah, we won't talk about what the song's about, but yeah. You guys want to see something really cool? Hold on. Hold on. Oh. There you go. That's the extent of my talents. Let's see Slash do that. Ugh. Which I'm sure he probably could, considering he wrote it. Yeah. That used to be the stage pleaser. I have been in and out of a couple bands over the years. Yep. Oh yeah, sure. Which segment would you like to hear? Oh heck, it doesn't matter at this point. I'm gonna take this live show down. Might as well have fun with it, huh? I'll just play like opening parts. Maybe talk through it. Maybe that'll help. Well, it's been a while. Yeah, da 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 da. Then you got the ooh, and she's stepping into copyright syndrome. If you go to the store, you will find very high prices, and I don't think that they are coming down. It does cost so much at Kroger and at Meijer that we all need to go to Walmart. Yeah, there you go. And she's buying some coffee at Aldi's. It's just the cheapest place to get it. You get it there for a while, and then it just kind of drifts. wants to gold. Where gold is almost $3,000 an ounce. Who can afford that precious metal? Not me. I don't want to break my string. All right, that's, oh, jeez. That's good. Got the let out. Got the let out. And that is all. All I do is play classical stuff. If it's rare that I play anything past the early '90s. Yeah, is that what it is? Yeah, right. That is not good. I know. I just read that earlier. Yeah, so they can't get me on that. It's the same notes, but I changed the lyrics, so. And really, kind of not the same notes. I add, like, most people probably couldn't figure it out, but I add, like, an extra note in there, so. We'll see what happens. If you wake up tomorrow and this live show has been taken down, well, it didn't go through. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. Very welcome. Guys, I think, okay, it's 10 o'clock. We are going to have to get off here now. I promised Jess I would be done at 10. It is 10:01. Fun tonight, guys. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Oh, it says you're live. Oh, did it cut out for a second? Oh, I sure hope not. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, well, whatever, you know. And actually, no, here's a time period for that. I can literally cut the music out, re-upload it, and we'll be good to go. So, I did figure that out. I've been doing a little bit of research on that. So, I see people who've done that before. Plus, I don't really know. I don't know if it'll mean anything. All right, Dan, the Mountain Man. Have a good night, buddy. Have a good night, Drummer Boy, Daniel, Castle. Yes, it will eventually. Good night, Rita. Good night, Karen. Everybody have a good night. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun breaking out the guitar. You guys know I love playing. Yep. Keep, good night, CC. Oh, thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Well, guys, until next time, don't know if it's not going to be a guaranteed Friday night chat or anything, but anytime I can pull one together here, have a little bit of time to sit and chat with you guys, I will. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay tuned. Good video coming out tomorrow. I really don't toot my own horn, but it is a great Kroger video. You will definitely want to see the sales on these. Lots of good deals. A lot. That's why I went back, because you guys know I really haven't been doing too many Kroger videos lately. Or 2 in a row, right? I usually try to cover as much as I can in one video, but there was a lot. I knew I had to go back. We check out a lot of stuff, so hope you enjoy. Guys, thank you so much. Have a great weekend, guys.